Happy Wednesday. Let's talk about the ACT, American College Test. The test has 4 sections: English, mathematics, reading, and science. So let's talk about the math section first. The math section has 60 questions. And basically, they're all multiple choice, which is a huge advantage versus the ACT, which we'll talk about that in another tutorial. But what is the best thing about the ACT? You can use a calculator on the math section, and of course, you have a list of the calculators that you can use. But let's talk about what you should really concentrate on. The other beautiful thing about the ACT is that the questions are ranked in difficulty order. So that means that the first ones are going to be much easier than the last ones. So that gives you an advantage because you can build up a strategy. The main elements that are going to be tested on this test are going to be arithmetic, algebra, geometry, data analysis, and statistics. So it's not a hard test. You don't study, you prep for it. Now let's talk about the science. Now, the science section is all about data analysis and understanding graphs, and basically your questions are going to be based on those graphs. So science is not really that you're going to be calculating, masses or things like that. You might have like a small, math operations, but the main thing about the science section is data analysis, understand how to read graphs, and then basically base conclusions on the graph. Now, how do I prep for the ACT? Well, the first thing you should do, and if you're tutoring for the ACT, I highly recommend you to go to Google and find ACT from the past years. I'm going to go ahead and put a link so you see the example. And from there, practice from there, because the best way to practice is from the official material. They do sell the book on Amazon, but I promise you there's so many PDFs online for free. But if you can buy the book, great. But if not, if you don't have the resources, yes, there's a lot of good material online. Just make sure that it's official ACT PDFs so you can actually get used to the test, get used to the vocabulary. And, that will be the best way to start your ACT preparation if you don't have the money for a tutor or a test preparation company. With that said, now you have a little bit of more knowledge about the ACT. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Next time we'll talk about the SAT, and then we'll compare SAT versus ACT.